Yo, hello Granola, first time chatter, welcome, and welcome to everybody else. Once again, it is me, your boy, Loki, the #1 most famous VTuber in the world. Don't go looking that up. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of day it is for you, I hope you are having a good one. And welcome back to another episode of my little weekly roundups, where we'll be discussing what I've been up to and what my plans are. This is the second one so far, but phew, I'm a little winded. I'll get into why that is a little further down the list on what I've been up to. Why am I frozen? Blah, blah, blah. Hello. Okay, I'm not frozen. But what happened to my audio? What the heck? I'll just try refreshing this page. You guys can still hear me, right? Let me check my Twitch. Not a Loki stream without a little bit of scuff, because that's just how it goes. I honestly can't tell if you guys can hear me. No, you guys can't hear me? What the heck? You can't hear me? Okay, cool. Desktop audio is a different story. Oh, you guys are probably going to hear me twice if I don't turn that off. Bow, 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 better do. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I see the problem. There we go. Okay, I can hear things. Let me see if you guys can hear things too. Swinging back on over to my Twitch is going to be a little bit of an echo for a second, probably. Swinging back on over to my Twitch is going to be a little bit of an echo for a second, probably. Okay, cool. Fixed! Sorry about that. Something tried to take over on my computer, and it made my audio go poop. But we're here. We're back. Everything's working. So, on to our list. What have I been up to? Well, first and foremost, I've been making improvements to the stream. To the streams, in the form of... if you got here nice and early, you just saw my brand new starting soon screen that I've been working on for a little while. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I'm not done with it. But it's good for now, but I do want to add some more animations to it. So, like, right now it just has me kind of vibing out, which should do for the time being, but I want to add, like, a couple other small animations to it for different segments of the song, so it's not, you know, so stale. You got something interesting to look at while you're waiting for me to start. But it should do for now, so that's going to take a backseat while I work on some other things. I also made a transition. Again, you probably saw that if you got here nice and early. I got a little me riding a seagull flying past the screen, which is a reference to one of my videos. So if you haven't, if you don't catch the reference, shame on you. You gotta watch way more Loki. You got a lot of catching up to do. Sprout. But that's done. And so some of the other animations that I want to work on before I get to improving the starting soon screen are, I want there to be something to end on instead of just like cutting to black. And I also want, I don't usually get up in the middle of the streams, but in those rare cases that I do, I'd like to have some kind of like be right back screen or something like that, so it doesn't look like I've abandoned you. So those are the things that are going to take priority over improving my starting soon screen. So once I have those done, I'll improve that one a little bit further. In other news, what have I been up to, like, unrelated to streaming and whatnot? I've been watching a lot of spooky stuff. That's not really a recent development. I didn't mention it last time, but for, like, I don't know, like a couple of months now, I spend every night watching spooky things before I go to bed. Things like Roanoke tales, like creepypasta readings, and for some reason, whatever spooky Minecraft stuff I can find, because I have some kind of weird fascination with it. I don't know why. That's just how it is. And what else have I been up to? Like I just said, I'm a little winded right now because I decided to do this thing before streaming. I was a little sleepy, so I wanted to wake myself up. But I've been doing jumping jacks lately. I've been doing 10 more each time than what I started with. So when I did it earlier today, just before stream, I did 100, which is why I'm still kind of, you know what I'm saying? I will not be keeping up that pattern of adding 10 more each time. I think for the time being, 100 of them is plenty. But as for why I've been doing that, I will take this opportunity to give a brief PSA on blood clots. So I'm not trying to freak anybody out or get you to stop doing whatever it is your hobbies are. But if you're like me, and everything that you do for work, as well as all the things that you like to do for hobbies, involve sitting down for long periods of time, you're at high risk for the blood in your leg losing circulation and clotting. And that can be fatal, and you won't know that it's happening until like after you stand up, and then there'll be big issues. So like I said, not trying to scare anybody, not trying to tell you don't play video games for long hours, you should do what you want to do. But if you have hobbies or a job that involves sitting still for long periods of time, once in a while, whether it's just getting up to go pee or go grab a snack or just something, just make sure that you get up every now and then, get the blood flowing, so that you don't, you know, stop to exist. We don't want that. In other lighter news, I've made progress on going down the stairs in the dark. I don't do that anymore. I finally drilled it in myself to make sure that the light is on before going down the stairs, because no matter how familiar you are with your house, with your settings, you never know. Like, a dog might have left a toy on the stairs, or somebody might have spilled something that you didn't know about. It's just good to see where you're going. I probably don't need to tell you that it's good to see where you're going, but I figured I'd bring it up anyway, because I had been doing a lot of going down the stairs in the dark. And nothing ever happened, but at some point it randomly occurred to me, wow, this is really dumb. So I'm going to stop doing that. And I'm going to start turning on the light before I go downstairs. So, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Now we're moving on to what my plans are for the rest of the week. I do have an idea for a new YouTube video. I don't know if I want to spoil what it's going to be about just yet, partially because I'm not 100% certain that that's the idea that I'm going to move ahead with. I think it is, because I really don't have any others right now, and I do want to be working on a YouTube video, because as much as I enjoy streaming for you guys, I think that my edited video content is a lot stronger. Because see, I can say things like that, and then I can just redo the line and edit out the flub. You can't do that on stream. No, don't spoil? Okay, good. I won't do that. I'll leave you guys in the dark for now and surprise you. As for this upcoming week regarding streams, I have a couple ideas. So nothing's set in stone, nothing's solid, but I have a couple ideas floating around in my head. One thing that I'd really like to do, that I've wanted to do for a while, but just never did get around to, is I'd like to do a Duolingo stream. The reason being, not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm getting pretty good at the Japanese course, and I kind of want to see you guys, or have you guys, see me be good at something on the stream for once. So I would like to do that. I haven't checked out the Duolingo course on desktop in a while, so I don't know what it's like. So if it isn't up to snuff, like up to the same caliber and level as the mobile version of the course is, I probably won't do that stream, because what would be the point? Like, if they don't have the speaking lessons, how am I going to show off to you guys? I guess I could just read the lessons out loud, but then, you know, if it's actual speaking lessons, the computer will confirm for you that I indeed got it right. So I want to be able to show off, and if I can't do that, there's not much point in doing it. As for what else, I was thinking maybe more Sparking Zero. We'll see. And that can be with or without Koeda. That's going to kind of depend on Koeda and what that one's up to. But if not Duolingo, and if not more Sparking Zero, I was thinking maybe playing some more modded games. For example, I had a really cool mod for Elden Ring that adds not just Guts' like armor and appearance, but also a brand new moveset for it, and it's really, really cool. I don't know if it's still working, because the game's been updated a lot since then, and it got a new DLC, so I'll have to check to see if any of those mods are still working. And if they're not, I guess that's going to be a no-go on that one. And if that doesn't work out, I could instead do Dark Souls 3, because there's a mod for that. It's not a Berserk mod specifically. It does a whole lot of cool combat stuff, and just so happens to involve some cool Berserk things in it. And I found a couple other mods to go with it that supplement it really well. So I could do a Dark Souls 3 stream where it's overhauled into Berserk, and we'll see how that goes. If people like it, we'll do more. If they don't, we'll move on. So like I said, pretty much nothing is set in stone yet regarding streams. I'm still thinking it all over. But those are the ideas I have at the moment. If I can't make either of those work by tomorrow, we'll either do Duolingo, and if that doesn't work, then we'll just probably do Sparking Zero or something. Or I could mix it up even further and stream something ridiculous, like Frogger. or something. We will see. I still don't have, like, a proper stream schedule. I do stream most days at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I take Sundays off, and I'll probably add another day of the week that I'll take off as well. So it's just not like go, go, go all the time. So those are the best times to catch me, is, watch out for your Twitch notifications at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But if you don't trust that, and I don't blame you for not trusting that, the best way to stay up to date on what I'm going to be up to and when I'm going to be up to it, and the best way to have a little bit of influence on what I'm going to be up to, give me some feedback, is to join the Discord. If you're on Twitch right now, I'll drop the Discord link for you here. And speaking into the future, if you're watching on YouTube, the Discord link is in the description right now, and you should definitely join it if you have not joined it, because that's just the best way, the most consistent way, and the most, up-to-date way to stay in the loop on what's going on with me and when it's going on. What is this music? Anywho, I said last week that I was working on my sleep schedule. I'm still working on it. It's been very slow going. It's been a grueling process. I've improved it a little bit. I've been going to bed lately at 4 in the morning instead of 6 in the morning. This is progress. But I still need to continue walking it back, especially for some of the future plans that I have that we're going to get into in just a minute here. And for other kind of immediate plans, I have to really stop forgetting to close my window at night, or I'm going to get sick. Or worse, the dry air, especially in the cold seasons, tends to make I get like really bad nosebleeds. So if I leave my window open at night, not only can I wake up the next morning sick, but I can also like wake up, sit up in bed, and just have blood go which is a little bit frightening and more than a little bit gross, especially if I don't catch it in time. But I'm kind of used to it, so I normally do catch it in time. But yeah, I would very much like to avoid that. So I'll be working on not leaving my window open. And those are my plans for the immediate future. So now we shall be moving on to my broader plans for the future. Regarding this thing that we're doing here, this little segment, this little show, I think I will continue to do it. I want to come up with a name for it, so I don't have to just keep calling it this thing that we do, is weekly roundup. I don't know. I'll come up with a name, but I do want to keep doing it. And I plan to move it to the morning instead of the evening. That's if, and only if, I can successfully improve my sleep schedule by next week. Then I'll start doing it on Monday mornings next week rather than evenings. We'll see how that goes. That's the plan, but me and sleep are age-old adversaries. The reason I want to move it to the morning is, I'm not going to name any names, not specifically, but there's another pair of VTubers whose names rhyme with, let's go with, Balua Coco, who have, or had, I think it might still be on hiatus, but they had a morning show that I liked a lot. And I think the aim was to help viewers start the week off, or well, actually not the week, because I don't think they did it on Monday. but it was to help them start the morning off on kind of a positive note and have something fun to do, you know, when you're getting ready for work or school or whatever it is you're off to. So I'm kind of taking a little inspiration from them, taking a page from their book, and I have a similar objective in mind. That's why I want to do it on Monday, to help the week start off a little, you know, something fun. Mondays suck, so I want to, you know, give you guys something fun to look forward to on Mondays. And on that same note, and I want to improve this show. So I want to give it like its own custom scene in Streamlabs, maybe with like its own background. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I was thinking maybe like a little newsroom kind of thing, and then off to my side over here there'll be like a screen with images to kind of aid whatever it is that I'm talking about. And since the idea is to give you guys something fun and positive to start the day off, I don't want it to just be, you know, me sitting there the whole time talking about me, because how is that fun? So I want to find a way to incorporate you guys into it in some way, shape, or form. I don't have any concrete ideas on how exactly I'm going to achieve that, whether I'll have you guys like send in little anecdotes about what's been going on in your life or what you're planning or what you're looking forward to, or maybe like an image, like a picture of your dogs or cats or something. So hopefully something more unique than that. We'll talk about it. We'll think about it. And by we'll talk about it, I mean if you're not in the Discord, you should be in the Discord, because this is since we're still figuring this show out, this is a good opportunity for you to have your voice heard. If there's anything in particular that you want to see happen in it, or, you know, any ideas that you have for bits and segments, that's going to be the best way for you to let me know and have your voice be heard. And besides that, my plans for the broad future are to keep growing and improving. So on top of streaming more regularly, which I've been pretty good about, like I said, I do it most days at 5 p.m. Eastern. I don't want to just do it more often. I want to improve the quality of my streams too. I think that my edited YouTube videos are getting pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way the last couple of those came out. But I'm still figuring out how to be a good and entertaining streamer. And that's what I really want to work on. Things like finding or getting some music to go into the background that's a little more unique, a little more me. Right now I have, like, I don't know what this is, Nintendo Lo-Fi or something going on in the background. And it works for these segments where it's just me talking, but I'd prefer to have something a little more low-key, you know? Not low-key. Well, low-key and low-key. You know what I mean. I'm really happy with the song that I found for my starting soon screen. I had like something really super specific in mind when I started looking for something to replace my old music with. And not only did I somehow miraculously stumble upon pretty much exactly what I wanted, but it turned out to be free to use for creators too. So I was over the moon when I found that song, and I incorporated it right away. Yeah, bro, no cap, your editing is so... Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm glad you guys are enjoying my videos. So I do want to keep that up. I'm going to have to balance making new YouTube videos with also working on the animations that I have planned for the other screens. I know you guys see them, and it's like a you know, like a crappy drawing that a toddler could have made. And I don't know what this says about me, but it does take me a while to make those, especially to animate them. So that's going to eat up some time. But I might put that on the back burner to work on a new YouTube video, because it's been a little while since I've actually posted one. Like, a couple things have come out, like the debut for my new model, and the first of this series of weekly roundup things that came out too. But like a real, actual edited YouTube video, like in the style that I like to do, it's been a little while since the Frogger one. So I'll put some stream improvements on the back burner while I work on one of those. And aside from that, plans for the future are continue to grow and become ever more famous. I'll surpass every last VTuber and prove once and for all who the real #1 most famous VTuber in the world is. That way, when I say that, I'll no longer have to put the asterisk of don't look that up. You'll be able to look it up, and the answer will be Loki. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a short one. These episodes are not meant to go on for hours and hours. I don't want to bore you guys with like my entire life story. So this is where I'll wrap things off. But for the couple of you who are in the audience at the moment, if you have anything that you want to say or ask me, go ahead and I will answer some questions before I take off. But if not, I will bid you a very good rest of your day, or a good night if it's night for you, so that you can go sleep and do whatever it is that you do. I don't go to sleep at night. I'm working on it, but I don't go to sleep at night. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Thank you for asking also. Close that. Close that. Yeah, that can stay over there in the corner. Or maybe over here? Yeah, over here. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to mention it, but when I successfully move this segment to the morning, I may or may not still do another stream on Mondays. I'm still considering that. I'm not a morning person, so I may just be completely drained after doing that in the morning and then working on what other... this is a water bottle, by the way. That's why... I let you guys see my cheeks puff up while I was drinking. Sorry. What was I saying? Right. After I do the morning show, and after I work on whatever I'm working for that day, whether it's making some more videos or working on some animations, I may or may not be too drained to also do a stream in the evening. But I will try, because I want to not be lazy and keep making improvements and yada yada. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for this week's episode of whatever this is that still lacks a name. So I will see you goofballs tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Oh. No, that doesn't make any sense. I was going to say, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be on my main channel. But if you're only accustomed to my VOD channel, you're not even going to hear this. So this is a part where I normally start to ramble because I'm out of planned things to say. So I think I'm going to go now. And I'm going to go get some food. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you on YouTube in a couple of hours. And we'll do this again next week. Hopefully in the morning. But for now, thank you guys very much for joining me. And I shall see you all later.